Hey guys, welcome to Man City Fan TV. This is Kiam, and I'm standing in for Andy this week to do the Premier League predictions video. So it's game week 29. We've got quite a few interesting looking fixtures on the board this week. You can see there we've got Liverpool are at home to Bournemouth, Arsenal playing against West Ham. We've got an interesting game at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea against Everton. And then obviously we've got the small matter of a Manchester derby over at the Swamp. So lots of interesting fixtures for us to look at. So myself, Andy, Martin, we're going to look at the fixtures, give our predictions, and this week we are going to start with Martin's predictions. So go ahead, Martin.
It's Martin here, Man City Fan TV, coming live with my predictions. Going to make this a quick one, so I'm going to run straight into them. Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 2, West Ham United 1, Crystal Palace 1, Watford 2, Sheffield United 2, Norwich 0, Southampton 1, Newcastle 1, Wolves 2, Brighton 1, Burnley 1, Tottenham 1, Chelsea 2, Everton 1, Manchester United, the scum, 1, Manchester City 3, Leicester 2, Aston Villa 1. So, a couple of quick ones there. Let me start with the derby. I just think we've hit an absolute great run of form now, and I just think we're going to be on upwards and onwards, and I think we're hitting a good vein of form, hitting form at the right time, and I think the first cup in the bag after the weekend will give us confidence to go over to the Swamp and beat them 3-1, because I just think we have more quality than them, even though they've got the world's best midfielder in Bruno, apparently. But yeah, that's my prediction on that one. Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 1. I think Bournemouth are going to get the backlash from Liverpool's last two defeats, especially the shock FA Cup result last night. But will you hear the media go against Klopp for putting out a weaker team? Nah, will you heck? Will you heck? But yeah, that's where I go with that one. And finally, I'm going to look at Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Brighton 1. I just think two decent footballing teams, these, but I just think Wolves having the home advantage, get a 2-1 win. So they're just my predictions this week. I'm going to hand you back over to Andy. Have a great weekend, Blues. I'll see you later on, down the road for a live vlog, no doubt. Martin here at Man City Fan TV, hashtag together, and as I've always said, up the Blues.
Thanks, Martin. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ryan's predictions this week. So Ryan's gone for Liverpool 2, Bournemouth 1. He's gone for Arsenal 1, West Ham United 1, Crystal Palace 1, Watford 0, Sheffield United 1, Norwich City 0, Southampton 2, Newcastle United 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 3, Brighton 0, Burnley 1, Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1, Everton 1, and in the Manchester derby, Ryan's gone for Manchester United 1 and a City win there by 3-1. So confidence from Ryan. And in the final game, Leicester City 2, Aston Villa 1. So let's go over to see what the main man of the channel is thinking. Andy.
Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV, and these are my Premier League predictions for the upcoming games. So starting off, Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 0, Arsenal 1, West Ham 1, Palace 1, Watford 1, Sheffield United 1, surprise surprise, Norwich 1, Southampton 1, Newcastle 1, Wolves 1, Brighton 1, Burnley 1, Tottenham 1, Chelsea versus Everton 1, Man United 1, Manchester City 3, and Leicester 1, Aston Villa 1. So just quickly, I think Liverpool are going to destroy Bournemouth, so I think it's going to be an easy win. I do think Arsenal and West Ham will be a tight game, so a draw there. Palace and Watford, it is what it is. Picking out another game, I think Wolves should beat Brighton, but I'm going to stick with 1-1. I think Burnley will get a draw against Spurs. Chelsea-Everton should be probably, apart from the United City game, Chelsea-Everton should be an absolute cracker at 2 o'clock this weekend. So I think that'll be a really interesting game. But on to City versus United at Old Trafford. Yeah, United, I think will be up for it. We've just come on the back of three games in a week, 3 cup games in a week. So it's back to the Premier League this week. But I still think City will go all out. I'm expecting Phil Foden to start, and let's hope he can put in another wonderful display like he did against Villa at the weekend in the Carabao Cup. And I just think City will have too much for them. It's a derby, so it could always go either way. But I'm expecting 3 points out of that. And then don't forget, there is also the Arsenal versus Manchester City game next week that was rearranged. And for that, I'm going Arsenal 1, Manchester City 4. I'm going to expect City to go there and absolutely destroy Arsenal. That's my opinion, because I think their defensive is absolutely awful. But anyway, listen, Kiam, thank you for stepping in and doing the Premier League predictions. This is Andy. Get your predictions in our Discord channel or below this particular video, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Andy. So last but not least, it's going to be my very own predictions for Game Week 29. And I am going for Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 0. I'm going for Arsenal 2, West Ham United 1. I think Arsenal will have a bit too much at the Emirates and will beat West Ham. Crystal Palace 1, Watford 1. I think that'll be a tight affair. Sheffield United 2, Norwich City 1. So Sheffield United having a great season. I think they will continue that form and beat Norwich. Southampton 2, Newcastle United 1. So I think Southampton they're quite a hard-working team. They do fight, especially in front of their own fans, and I think they will beat Newcastle. I've gone for Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Brighton Hove Albion 0. Wolves will be simply too strong at home for Brighton. Burnley 1, Tottenham Hotspur 2. I think Tottenham will pick up a result on the road there at Burnley. It's a Jose Mourinho type game. It'll be scrappy, and Tottenham will just have enough quality, I think, to get themselves over the line in that one. I've then gone for Chelsea 3, Everton 1. Comfortable home win for Chelsea. They will keep the pressure on United. And then the Manchester derby, guys. I'm sorry, but I've gone for Manchester United 2, Manchester City 1. And the reason being, I think City have a habit of switching off for these second derbies in the season. I find that when there's not much riding on the derby in terms of a trophy or a position in the league, I think City tend to switch off. And we saw it in the Manchester derby a couple of years ago when we lost 3-2 at the Etihad. We were focused on the Champions League game, on the Liverpool game. So we played a slightly weakened team, and then obviously we went 2-0 up, we were strolling, and United came back in that second half and beat us. But in all honesty, we knew the league was won. We knew we were going to pick up the trophy, so we switched off a little bit. And I think it's going to be similar to that this weekend. I think City will go to Old Trafford in a laid-back kind of mood. They will be looking towards the Madrid game, which is obviously the most important game of the season. And I just think United fighting for top 4 will have a little bit more desire to win that game. So I just see United winning 2-1. So sorry, City. Sorry, Blues. I didn't mean to ruin your predictions, but there we go. And then Leicester City 2, Aston Villa 0. So I think Leicester will be far too strong at home for Aston Villa. So those are my predictions, guys. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the table as it stands. So looking at the table, you can see that I am still in the lead. I don't know how I'm managing to keep my lead in this predictions league table, but I am. I'm on 177 points. I've got Bernard Deneen right behind me. He's only 10 points behind me on 167 points. So this weekend, things could change. Bernard could catch me up big time if he has a good weekend and I have a shaky one. We've then got Ryan Corrie in third position on 162 points. So Ryan's not out of it. He's still in the title race. You've got Ethan Aspinall on 152 points. So probably looking at a Champions League finish there for Ethan. Section 20, 148. Callum, 143 points in sixth position. You've got Martin and Andy from Man City Fan TV there. The Europa League participants, if you want to call it that. They're in 7th and 8th position. And then as we go down the league, you can see Mingy Wong's mid-table fodder. You've got a little bit of fodder there, Alex Sargent, Barron's House, and then down at the bottom, I mean, you've got the real relegation trapdoor there, Daniel De Bruyne, Aguero. But I suppose looking at those scores, to be fair, they've probably not been playing for the whole season. So keep going, guys. It's a great title race here. Who's going to win this predictions league? It's all to play for over the next few weeks. So hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Remember to look out for all the coverage on Man City Fan TV coming out over the next few days, and all the coverage of the Manchester derby. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I wish you all the very best.